Are you waking up tired, dragging through the day, and quietly wondering if your best days are behind you? Maybe intimacy doesn't feel the same. Maybe you've lost that edge. But what if I told you there's a simple technique, just 1 minute a day, that could restore blood flow, performance, and confidence naturally? I'm Dr. Barbara O'Neill, a board-certified urologist, and I've spent over 2 decades helping men over 50 reclaim energy, vitality, and yes, potency, without relying solely on pills. Because what's really going on inside your body, especially around one overlooked pressure point, might just surprise you. If you find this helpful, join our community by subscribing so you never miss videos designed for men like you. But here's what most men don't realize. The secret to restoring male performance and vitality isn't found in another prescription bottle or even in your bloodstream. It starts in a place you've probably never given a second thought, the soft space between your scrotum and your anus. This small region, called the perineum, might not look like much, but trust me, it's a powerhouse when it comes to circulation, hormone signaling, and nerve activation. In fact, it acts like the command center of your lower pelvis, silently influencing your energy, your control, and your blood flow every single day. Let me explain. Underneath the skin of the perineum lies a group of critical pelvic floor muscles, especially the bulbous spongiosus and ischiocavernosus, which support erections, bladder control, and the rhythmic contractions tied to orgasm. When these muscles are strong and responsive, everything downstream, from blood flow to sensation, operates like a well-tuned engine. But when they're tense, tight, or underused, the whole system slows down. Blood doesn't pump as efficiently, nerve signals dull, and the result, well, you might be feeling them already. You see, over time, especially after 50, things begin to shift. We sit more, we stretch less, our circulation declines, and stress, it tightens these muscles even further, like a clamp on your body's internal power lines. The perineal region becomes stagnant, almost frozen, and when that happens, it doesn't matter how much testosterone you have. If the blood can't move or the nerves can't fire, the outcome is the same. Low energy, poor performance, and a quiet sense of loss. That's why this area matters more than you might think. It's not just about anatomy, it's about unlocking what's been slowly shutting down over the years. But most men never think to activate this zone until it's already too late. So how do we fix that? That's where we're headed next. Now here's the mistake most men make. They think testosterone is the golden ticket, that if they just boost those numbers, everything will fall back into place. But I'll tell you what I've seen over and over again in my clinic. Men with perfectly normal testosterone levels who are still struggling with performance, energy, and drive. And when we look deeper, the real issue becomes clear. It's not the hormone, it's the highway. It's blood flow. You see, your body's ability to deliver blood rich in oxygen and nutrients is what determines how strong, responsive, and reliable everything below the belt truly is. And for that to happen, a molecule called nitric oxide needs to show up first. Nitric oxide is like the key that unlocks your blood vessels, allowing them to expand and carry more blood where it's needed most. Without it, your arteries stay narrow, your tissues stay starved. And no matter how much testosterone is floating around, it simply can't reach its target. Here's the catch. As we age, nitric oxide production naturally declines. Arteries lose their flexibility. Chronic stress stiffens the system even more. So the blood doesn't flow the way it used to, especially to the extremities, like your hands, feet, and yes, your most vital region. That's why a pill might temporarily push performance, but it doesn't solve the underlying restriction. And that's also why so many men feel frustrated, stuck on a cycle of short-term fixes with no real control. When blood flow improves, naturally through activation of the pelvic floor, stress reduction, breathing, and yes, targeted movement, something changes. Oxygen reaches the tissues, nutrients get delivered, waste is flushed out, and suddenly the body starts to feel alive again. Because it's not just about hardness or stamina, it's about circulation, healing, and restoring trust in your own biology. But even if you improve blood flow, most men make this next mistake, and it kills their results. Let's talk straight about that. But here's what most men never learn. The solution doesn't always come in the form of another supplement or workout routine. Sometimes it's as simple as using your hand not for just 1 minute a day. I'm talking about a gentle, targeted massage that activates one of the most overlooked yet powerful zones in the male body. And when done correctly, it resets pelvic tension, wakes up circulation, and even rebalances your nervous system. Let's break it down. That small patch of skin between your scrotum and your anus, that's your perineum. Beneath it lies a dense network of pelvic floor muscles, including the bulbar spongiosus and ischiocavernosus. These are the very muscles responsible for pumping blood into the penis and maintaining rigidity. But when they're tight, weak, or unresponsive, as they often are after years of stress, sitting and disuse, your system gets sluggish. This is where the massage comes in. Here's how to do it. Sit in a relaxed position. Take 1 or 2 fingers and apply light circular pressure to the perineal area. Not deep, not painful, just gentle rhythmic movement. 1 minute is all it takes. As you move in small circles, you're not only loosening the tissue, you're stimulating blood vessels and sending a signal to your pelvic floor to release. This increases blood flow, improves muscular response, and here's the key, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and restore mode. In fact, this massage even influences the vagus nerve, which plays a major role in calming inflammation, lowering cortisol, and regulating hormone function. But don't rush it. Too much pressure can cause discomfort or bruising. If you're feeling pain, you're pressing too hard or in the wrong place, think of it like coaxing the system back to life, not forcing it. And yet, most men skip one critical part. They do the motion but forget to do this alongside it, and without it the entire effect is weakened, because if you're not breathing properly while doing this, it won't work. Most men forget this one thing. Now here's the truth most men overlook. You can massage the right spot all day long, but if your breath is shallow and your body is tense, your nervous system won't listen. That's because the real switch that controls blood flow, hormone sensitivity, and pelvic function isn't just in your muscles, it's in your breath. Let's talk about diaphragmatic breathing. This is the kind of slow, deep breath that starts from your belly, not your chest. When you breathe like this, drawing air low into your abdomen and letting your belly rise, you're telling your body, we're safe. It's time to relax. And that signal is powerful. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for healing, digestion, and yes, blood flow to the areas that matter most. This is why I always tell my patients, pair your 1 minute massage with 1 minute of slow, intentional breathing. In through the nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4, out through the mouth for 6. Do this while gently massaging the perineal area, and you create a synchronized release, muscular, vascular, and neurological. Timing also matters. Your body is most responsive when cortisol, the stress hormone, is naturally lower, which happens first thing in the morning and again before bed. These are your hormonal windows of opportunity. Early morning breathwork boosts testosterone's effect by making its receptors more responsive. And at night, when stress is low and melatonin begins to rise, your body enters its prime state for recovery and repair. This is when blood vessels open, tissues heal, hormonal balance is restored. So picture this, a calm room, a few quiet minutes, gentle pressure on the perineum, slow breathing, and the awareness that you're activating systems in your body that have been asleep for years. Not forcing, not fixing, or just reawakening. Now you might be thinking, yeah, what if I already have ED or take medication? Don't worry. The next part is just for you. I've worked with men in their 50s, 60s, even into their 70s. And one thing I can say with absolute certainty is this: it is never too late. I don't care how long it's been or how far you feel you've drifted from your prime, your body hasn't quit on you. It's simply been waiting for the right signal. And when you send that signal, when you begin to restore circulation, soften tension in the pelvic floor, and breathe with awareness, something powerful starts to happen. Subtle at first, but real. You begin to feel warmer, more grounded. Your steps feel lighter. The weight behind your eyes lifts, and a sense of possibility returns. Not from outside yourself, not from another quick fix, but from within. That's where real confidence lives, deep inside your own biology, just waiting to be activated. The truth is, most men suffer in silence. They blame themselves, they carry shame, disappointment, or even fear. But I want to tell you right now, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You're not broken, and you are not the only one going through this. What you're feeling is more common than you think and more fixable than you've been led to believe. You don't need to rewind the clock. You just need to shift your trajectory. If you can feel even 10% better next week than you do today, that's a victory. That's momentum. And that's how real change begins. Not in leaps, but in steady daily steps that bring your body back online. So whether this is your first step or your 100th attempt, keep going. You are not broken, you are not alone, and you are absolutely capable of reclaiming your vitality. If you found this valuable, join our community and subscribe so you never miss future guidance designed for men like you. This is more than just a channel. It's a place where men reclaim their strength, their clarity, and their confidence, not through drastic changes, but through consistent, meaningful habits that restore what's been quietly fading. In today's video, we uncovered how one overlooked spot in the male body, and when activated with the right touch and intention, can unlock blood flow, release tension, and bring potency back online. It's not a gimmick, it's your biology responding the way it was always meant to. But this is just the beginning. You deserve energy. You deserve restful sleep. You deserve connection, confidence, and peace of mind. You deserve to wake up and feel proud of how you move through your day, in your body, your relationships, and your life. Take care of your health, because you're worth it. Now you know what's really happening inside your body, and the 1-minute ritual that can change everything.